I've built a house through trading. I've got married through trading. I've bear kids through trading. In fact, I've bought cars through trading. So there's nothing on this chart that I will say here that you don't know, that you've not heard me speak about before. So I'm going to tell you straight facts about trading. This is my own story. I bought my first Bitcoin in 2016. 2016, and look at, I'm still here, and I'm still going to show you the lesson I've learned. During all those years, buying Bitcoin and selling it off, and doing some things with it, and think you have made some big moves, not knowing that really they are good moves. But at the end of the day, buying and holding seems to be the thing I failed to do, which I'm going to discuss in this video, right? So I bought my first Bitcoin in 2016. Used it for the first one I bought. I think it was for a peer-to-peer platform. Forgotten the name of that platform, which was introduced to me by a colleague of mine in the office then. Then that platform, what they did was you pair you with someone, and after a while, the platform will pair you two people, or you bring two people. And I've forgotten how those platforms were. But later on, MMM came in, and also you see you can buy Bitcoin on MMM then, and that was 2017, I think. When you pledge, you get 50% on your day of maturity that you're supposed to receive what you pledge back, with 50% on top. Right now, if you pledge with Naira, you get 30%. So I always like to go for the big. Why not go for the 50? I went for the 50 and I bought Bitcoin then. Whenever I got my own pledge back during those period, whenever it's matured and I get my own back, at the end of the day, turn it into Naira. Nobody was telling, didn't believe in crypto. Don't know that it will be here for a long time. I think Bitcoin then was still around $600 or $700. I think the price was around that period, where the price was around $600, $700 when I got to know about Bitcoin. So I bought my first car with the help of BitConnect. Those of you that have been around in crypto for long, you know BitConnect. And so some of you know Bitcoin Randy and the rest of them. Although Bitcoin Randy was not part of BitConnect, I knew Bitcoin Randy during the MMM period. Then BitConnect, brought a lot of cash. I bought my first car. I was even audited in my workplace because it's not even up to a year I came in and I'm buying a car. I worked in the bank. So to cut the long story short, then I transferred $1 to one of the auditors that came to audit me. Transferred the dollar in Bitcoin to him, because after they are done, they saw that there was nothing on me. So I told him this is what I bought, and appreciated them. And at the end of the day, I bought that car for $120, which is a Honda Academy, for 120,000 Naira. 120,000 Naira. I bought that, my first car. And at the end of the day, when I left the banking hall in 2018, I think 2018, June or July or so, I left, and I think around 2021, 2022, then I built my own house, got married, had a kid, and that my supervisor, I sent $1 to them, contacted me and was like, the price of Bitcoin. I said, yeah, the price of Bitcoin is high. We checked his wallet then that I sent the $1, and what we saw there was $90. Guess what? Me that transferred $1 to him, then I've sold all my Bitcoin and still trying to buy here and there. Then Bitcoin was hovering around, I think, $70,000 or so. So that was a lesson for me. I was like, okay, what if I accumulate this stuff, just buy and forget about it? I think it's far way better than trying to just trade, be on the chart 247 and hitting on the button. And at the end of the day, you discover that you still make money if you can just buy these things and hold for long term. So, but I was making enough money back then that I didn't really care much, and the lesson didn't really hit that hard. It didn't really hit home. So I was making around, I think I was grossing around $1,400 per month during that period. I was a big boy. Money was still at that time 400,000, 500,000 Naira was a lot of money, I think. And you could even be living like a king then. But now things have changed. This 2026, January 17th, 2026, I'm making this video, and I'm still trying to tell you that Looking at everything I've done physically, everything I've done, in the crypto space, I can still tell you that the best investment right now is still crypto. You understand it? Still crypto. Though, first and first, one thing I've noticed is after I left the banking hall, creating an income, you understand it, is a big deal because when you don't have an income, you are bound to sell your cryptos to eat or to do other stuff, right? To pay rent and other things. So you have to understand that incomes come first. It doesn't even matter if you're buying for 500 naira worth of these things every day of your life. You understand? It doesn't matter if you're buying two, but just set an amount that you are likely not to sell over the period of 5, 6, 7 years. And I'm telling you, your life is going to change. I'm telling you this because of experience. I think the price of Bitcoin, Ethereum, especially Bitcoin and Ethereum, which are the leading, fathers, they are going to keep appreciating. Ethereum currently is around $3,000, and Bitcoin, as I'm making this video, is around $95,000. What do you think the price will be in 5 years, 6 years, 7 years from now? Personally, I think the price could really, really triple, quadruple. In fact, no one can really tell because if I had knew that the price today will be at $95,000, so seeing the price then at $600, in fact, I'll put everything about me, salary, advance, everything on crypto and just sit on it till 5 or 6 years. By now, I won't be here making this video. I think I'll be somewhere in Dubai or somewhere better than where I currently I am. Understand it? So there's a lot that goes into all these things, and one is bound to miss it by the noise around the whole internet and everything. Okay, look, take a case study of gold. I knew gold when it was, I think, when I got into gold back then in 2017, gold was around $1,500. Today, price of gold is 4,000. See, it's right there on my chart. $4,591. Guess what? I was busy trading gold here and then losing money here and then losing. At the end of the day, you discover that being very active, even on this chart, is a disaster. Forget all the gimmicks you guys are seeing online. Forget all those bullshit. Those guys need your mentorship money and the rest. We have so many sources of income in trading. In fact, trading business is way more profitable than trading itself. I'm just telling you the facts so you know, because I've worked with companies in the years, I've left. When I left the banking, I later worked with companies that are into the trading business, and I can tell you well that people that are into the trading business make way more money than you that is actively trading. In fact, trading is supposed to pay you for your inactivity, not you being active. And if anybody preaches to you that make money actively trading, I'm telling you that there's something behind that the person is trying to sell to the audience, right? Because in this market, you can never. Okay, look at gold again. Throughout this week, which is January 17, now today is Saturday, throughout the week we had a rally throughout, but all of a sudden during the last 4 hours of market close, gold made a huge push downwards from, I think, let me see if I can get that price right, from 1,600 all the way down, 4,600 all the way down to 4,500. Now, just within 1 hour. So, if you are active, this market can butcher you in a lot of ways with these choppy moves here and finally make the main move, which by then you are already liquid because this might going to try your patience, and you being active, you won't be patient enough to do anything tangible. So, sorry I digress a little bit, but I'm just trying to tell you that find a crypto which you're comfortable with. Personally, with experience, I can easily tell you that you should go for Bitcoin or ETH, no matter your budget, because at the end of the day, these guys are solid. They have stand the test of times, and their likelihood that even if you are buying this thing and you don't want to sell, you can leave it for your children, your grandchildren, for them to make use of this stuff. Because now what I did is after the whole thing. It's not like I'm saying you can't make money through trading. I'm just trying to let you know that if you want to make generational wealth, you want to make real solid wealth, you just to keep buying this stuff and go to your normal daily activities. Whatever thing you're doing for income, if it's a job, fine. In fact, growing up now, I'm currently 32 years, and I'm telling you that working a job is not a bad thing. Then, when I was younger, when I left the banking system, my own that phase of my life, I was all about it was all about quitting your job, having all the time with your children. Yeah, quite all right. I spend almost all the time with my children currently, with my wife and everything. But at the end of the day, if it's a job that gives you income, go for it. Stay with your job and do what is necessary to get income. Income is so important, because without income, you will not be able to hold these things. So many times I sold my coins was because I needed some money, right? And maybe my mindset that really dealt with me, because as I'm talking to you now, seeing Bitcoin at $600 and each price currently being at $94,000, and still staying in this country, or still, not being not achieving that level of financial status I'm supposed to. It's just a lesson to let you know that no matter how good technically you are with the charts or what to create your generational wealth, you just need to look for this asset class and give them time. Keep buying it up and saving it somewhere. As of today, 17th of January, I'm making this video because I've made up my mind to keep buying these things, no matter how little, every day, no matter what, every day, from the income you're making. If it's a business, if whatever you are doing to create income, my friend, is perfect. Just go for income and buy this stuff. Because one thing I've noticed is this: wealthy people always buy this. They are looking for discounts to enter this stuff, Bitcoin, Ethereum, gold. They are looking for discounts on this, and I can easily tell you that you not buying these stuffs or storing them, you are cheating yourself way. Because tell me anything on earth that have appreciated like Bitcoin in the past 5-6 years. Just tell me one thing. Is it land? Is it house? Is it property? What? Just tell me what? Nothing. So, though some people might think, oh man, we are too late, the price is too high, and $4,000. Ah man, I wish I knew this at 600. I'm telling you today that you can still start from here, and if it keeps crashing, which is my prayer, it should crash deeply than this, you will be in a good position to accumulate more. Then over time, now Ethereum is $3,000. Ethereum can easily go to $10,000 from my own point of view. Easily go to $10,000. Now, gold, I think currently one should wait for a cheaper price for to enter into gold. But if you want to accumulate, you can start today gradually. Just buy something that when the price crashes, it doesn't affect you in any way. It doesn't affect your sort of income. It doesn't affect the way you live. Nothing. So by that, if it crashes, you are even praying for it to crash so that you're able to buy more cheaper, right? Now, that was my prayer too. I pray all this thing gets to crash heavily, like the kind of crash we had during COVID, where Bitcoin moved to all the way to $4,000, and so many things crashed heavily. And guess what? I was making a fucking YouTube video telling people about this stuff, but then mindset was still different, because I was trying to attack it from a leverage angle, which is trading it actively. And by that, you make some money, but at the end of the day, you discover that when you do the plus and minus, during those times you spend on the screen, where you're supposed to be tackling real life activities, connecting with real world, you are busy on the charts, chasing, moving numbers from zeros to one, and at the end of the day, you might get some money, but at the end of the day, you're not building anything that's going to change the world in any positive way. So I'm making this video, my friend. Now, your reactions, your likes, comments, trigger me to share more of my experience and let you know what I think about the market. Technical analysis, anybody can know that. I've been doing technical analysis now for over 10 years. And I can boldly tell you that also environment matters when it comes to these things. Understand? Because I spent majority of my life, staying in a country like this, where you don't see anybody actually preaching this thing. During my own time, not these days, you see some people talking about it now. But you're lucky enough. If you're just starting, good for you. Welcome. You're going to make a blast wealthy, lot of money just liking this video, subscribing to them, and listening to me. I'm telling you, man, there's a lot of money that made when it comes to crypto and every other asset class. But you need to understand some basic things, man. You are going to fall for so many gimmicks online if you don't find someone with the right experience, the right knowledge that's ready to spill out the truth like I'm doing right now. So Bitcoin, gold, Ethereum, these things will keep going up. Will keep going up. We keep going up. They are designed to go up. Go to the monthly time frame. See what is happening. Whenever it crashes, these billionaires are piling up their positions. So what are you doing? You that is not yet one. This is where the real transfer of wealth happens, man. Because here you could actually say, okay, I wake up today, I'm earning, let's say, if you are in, let's say, 5,000, no matter how much you are earning a day, every day with whatever you are doing for income, you can just budget to put 1% of that in buying all this asset. Personally, I prefer the crypto asset because I think it's faster. Bitcoin is only 16 years old, if I'm not wrong now, and it's currently at $94,000. Gold has been here for decades, for centuries. You understand this? And it's still around 5,000. So if you're the one who trying to do it, Bitcoin is still a baby, 16 years old. Guess where it will be in 100 years time? Where it will be in 50 years time? Where it will be in 200 years time? Look at Ethereum too. So they are watching it, especially Ethereum, because Ethereum is cheaper right now. And if I'm to be a billionaire, you have been shown about crypto, after showing me all the nonsense, memes, coins, and the rest, I ask you which one is the number one. If you are talking about the number one, going for Bitcoin, and a billionaire coming in will not be going for putting serious money on those meme coins. They'll be going for the number 1 and 2, which is Bitcoin and Ethereum. These guys will be here, and I think Ethereum can easily flip into. I'm buying more of Ethereum because it's currently way more cheaper than Bitcoin. I'm not saying Bitcoin won't keep going up, but as long as Bitcoin keep going up, there's that tendency for Ethereum to continue going up too. And Ethereum can easily double in price than Bitcoin at this point because Bitcoin is already big, and Ethereum is big too, but Ethereum can easily go to $10,000, $20,000, $30,000. By then, I'm capitalizing on the whole this thing, on the whole move to the upside. While Bitcoin can also easily flip to $200,000, $400,000, and so on, like that. So stay within the big boys, which is the Bitcoin and Ethereum, and gold also is good for traditional investors. But me, I'm personally not buying gold at current prices. I feel gold should collapse more to give me more discount because it has been going up now for about 4 or 3 years. So that is not a good time to buy with my own tools, fundamental tools that I use. Forget the technicals. Everybody can learn it. But when it comes to experience, you have to understand that sometimes if you don't stay with someone that is experienced, you have to learn them by yourself. I'm telling you that you don't have enough capital, you don't have enough resources to learn the basics when it comes to this market. You understand it? So welcome to the channel once again. My name is Victor Joseph Amoto, and I hope to see you on the next one. But if you don't subscribe, you might never see my video again. And let's go, let's learn, let's make this money together. Bye for now.